Hello everybody, my name is Sujata Mathur. Welcome to the second day's challenge, yoga challenge. We are going to do sitting asanas today, followed by pranayama, followed by meditation that we did last time again. So let's begin. Quick, simple warm up and then we'll begin. So let's begin by doing some circles with our necks. Change direction. Taking your fingers, stretching them out, fists, out in fists. A few more times. Light fists, wrist rotations. Change direction. Hands on shoulders, big circles. All throughout, making sure you're breathing nice and normally. Change direction. Okay, so from here we'll just do a quick twist to the left and then twist to the right and to the left and to the right. A few more times. To the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. Wonderful. Move on to our toes and feet. Curling your toes, stretch. Curling your toes, stretch. A few more times. Stretch and curl. And ankle rotations. Change direction. Knee rotations. Change direction. Swap legs. Curling the toes on your other leg. Stretch, curl, stretch. A few more times. Ankle rotations. Change direction. Knee rotations. Change direction. Wonderful. If you can, we are going to begin by sitting in the Vajrasana. If you can't sit in the Vajrasana, no problems. You can sit in any posture at all, at least for the initial few stretches. So, I am sitting in the Vajrasana with my back nice and straight, sitting on my heels, resting your palms on your knees, closing your eyes. Just feeling that straightness in the spine. Few easy breaths in and out. Wonderful. Opening your eyes, taking both of your hands up towards the ceiling and doing what is called the seated Tadasana. So stretching your arms out, maybe intertwining your fingers together and pushing your palms upwards. Feeling the stretch from the base of your spine, sides of your body, arms, wrists, fingers. Easy breathing. So trying not to push your chest out, keeping your back straight in line. Release the stretch on your spine, release your palms. Stretching your arms out, releasing both of your palms on the sides of the mat, dipping down to the right, to the left. So you can go as deep or as shallow as you want to, depending on how you're feeling today. Just making sure that you're breathing easy, or you can synchronize your breath. So breathing in as you go up, breathing out as you dip. Up, stretch, dip. 2 more times. One last round. So we're going to take both of our hands up towards the ceiling, towards the sky, twist to the left, taking your left hand as far back as it can go, stretching from the base of your spine, mid-back, shoulders, and then your head can just follow the twist to wherever it goes. It doesn't need to be, so don't just, what I'm trying to say is don't just yank your head back. Wonderful. Taking both of your hands up towards the ceiling, twist to the right. Same instructions from the base of your spine, mid-back, shoulders, and just let your head follow. And release. Okay, so from here we are going to do the Mandukasana. Manduk in Sanskrit is a frog. Making fists with both of your hands, taking the insides of the fists on either side of your navel. Now we're going to fold forward from here. If this is too intense for you, just fold one palm on top of the other. Any palm is fine. If you're going to make fists, then taking the thumb inside, taking that insides of the fist on either side of your navel, nice straight back, breathe in, straighten your back. As you fold forward, breathe out. Once you've completely exhaled, trying to hold that out, trying to hold the exhale. So trying not to breathe in again for a few seconds. And then when you need to breathe in and out, starting to breathe in and out, but keep holding in the asana. Easy head, easy neck. Breathing in, coming out of the asana. Okay, from here we're going to attempt the Ardha Supta Vajrasana. So coming to one end of your mat. If you can, then you're going to fold your right leg in. Do this shape with our legs where my left foot is pointing back like this, and I've got my right foot folded in so that the right foot is on the inside of this left thigh. So we're going to begin by taking our hands up towards the ceiling and folding forward. Breathing in, coming up, release your hands. Now we're going to do the lying down variation of this. So the easiest is where you just gently lean back, take your palms behind, and you just gently lean back. If you can, if you have the capacity, you can come down onto your elbows. Now, if you are able to get down onto your elbows, it may be a good idea to just lift your bottom and release it again so that the angle of your pelvis changes a bit. Now, you can hold here or you can go all the way down. If you can go all the way down, you can take your hands up towards the ceiling, or you can make a cushion with your hands and rest your head on that cushion. So choose your pick and we'll hold for around 4 or 5 breaths. If you are feeling a stretch on your left knee, the knee that's folded, then that's good. That's the aim of the asana. Coming out of the asana. swapping legs. So I'm going to take my right foot behind, folding my left leg in, stretching yourself out, folding forward. Straightening up, and then doing the supta variation, the lying down variation. So again, choose your pick. Palms behind you, just gently leaning back or resting on your elbows. Again, if you can come down on your elbows, then you're lifting your bottom and releasing it again. If you want to, then you can. If you can, then you can lie all the way down on the mat. You can take your hands overhead or make a cushion, your choice. Again, 5 breaths. Very good. We're going to come out of this Supta Vajrasana variation. Coming back into Vajrasana or folded legs or any stretch really. We're going to intertwine our hands behind our back, pulling your shoulder blades towards each other, arms towards each other, trying to straighten your elbow. If all of this is going well, you can start to lift that fist up, lift the clasp up, and maybe looking up towards the ceiling. Release the clasp down, straighten your head. Same sort of variation. We're going to keep the clasp behind our backs, and then we're going to take the clasp towards the right of your waist, tucking that right elbow in. And now maybe you can take your right ear towards your right shoulder. Easy breathing. Straighten your head. Take the clasp towards the left of your waist. Tuck that left elbow in. Breathing through the stretch that you may be feeling, and releasing your left ear towards your left shoulder. Keeping your shoulders, your neck nice and easy. Straightening your head, releasing the clasp, and we're going to come up onto our toes. So tucking all of your 10 toes, what's called the toe torture. We're going to sit on our heels, 5 breaths. Your hands can be in prayer, your hands can be on your thighs. Nice straight back, easy breathing. Excellent. Coming onto all fours, releasing the tops of your toes, giving your toes a bit of a tap. Okay, we're going to come up into a leaning posture from here. We're going to do the Ushtrasana, camel pose. The easiest variation of the Ushtrasana is where you're supporting your lower back with your palms and you're just gently dipping down. If you're comfortable, you can look up. The more challenging variation is where you tuck both of your toes in and maybe you can release your palms on your heels, pushing your hips, releasing your head. Coming out of the asana, releasing the tops of your toes if you are in the full asana, sitting back down. Butterfly pose, Baddha Konasana, bringing your feet together, releasing your knees on either side. Now, it doesn't mean that your Baddha Konasana should necessarily look like mine. It may be quite higher up, and that doesn't matter at all. The bigger aim is to open up your hips from whichever level that you are. Flapping your knees up and down, nice and straight back. Very good. Coming to a stop, taking your feet slightly further away from your groin. We're going to do the Kurmasana, an easier variation of the Kurmasana. So taking both of your palms from underneath your shins, wrapping your feet with your palms, and if you can, then you're releasing your forehead down towards your toes and feet. If your head does not touch your toes, that doesn't matter. You just fold forward to whichever level that's easy for you. We'll hold for 5 breaths. Breathing in, coming out of the Kurmasana, and we'll try and take those heels as near towards your groin as is possible for you. If it's not possible for you, then no problem. Just leave the shape of your legs in a diamond shape like we did before. Now, releasing your elbows down on your thighs, pressing down with your elbows, nice straight back, breathe in. And as you breathe out, you're going to try and fold forward. Now, folding forward means that even a few centimeters, few inches forwards is still a fold forward. 5 breaths. Of course, if you are even more flexible, you can take both of your hands further up and coming down flat onto the mat. Your choice. Coming out of the Baddha Konasana, just straightening yourself up, taking your palms behind you, pushing your hips forwards, looking up. Wonderful. Straightening yourself. We're going to now stretch our legs on the mat. We'll do the Mahamudra sequence. So I'm going to fold my left leg in. Right leg is nice and straight. Flexing the right foot in, pressing your calves down, knees down, thighs down. Nice straight back. And folding forward. So your hands can come along your leg anywhere, maybe your shins, your ankles, your feet. Easy head, easy neck. 5 breaths. Breathing in, coming up. Swapping legs, so I'm going to stretch my left leg out, folding my right leg in, flexing this left foot in, pressing with your calves, your knees, your thighs, nice straight back, walking your hands along your legs and folding forward onto the left. Breathing in, coming up, stretching both of your legs out. We'll now do the Paschimottanasana, so just a stretched forward fold. We'll start with the Dandasana, where we've got our legs stretched out, toes are flexed in, pressing your calves down, shins down, looking straight ahead. Walking your hands along your legs, coming down, folding forward, into the Paschimottanasana. If you can, if your hands are reaching your feet, then you're circling your big toes. If you can't, then you're just releasing your hands to wherever you can easily reach. Folding forward. So we will hold for a slightly longer time in the Paschimottanasana. Breathing in, coming out of the Paschimottanasana. From here we're going to fold our right knee in, hug the right knee in as tight as you can, nice straight back, looking ahead. And now we're going to do a seated twist. So hugging this right knee in with your left hand, twisting to the right. Releasing out of the twist, stretching your right leg out, hugging the left knee in, nice straight back, flexing the right foot, just looking straight ahead. Hugging this left knee in with your right hand, twisting to the left, releasing your left hand somewhere behind you. Releasing out of the twist. And now we are going to do what is called the Kronchasana. So folding this right knee in again, holding onto the right foot with both of your hands, and we're going to start to straighten this right knee as much as you can. Maybe gently leaning back only slightly, and then you're going to look past that big toe on your right. Releasing this right leg down. Doing the Kronchasana on the other side, so folding your left leg in, holding onto the foot with your hands, starting to straighten the left knee as much as you can, looking past the left foot, trying to straighten your knee. However, if you can't straighten your knee, no problems, you can just keep a gentle bend. Releasing the left leg down. Last asana in the sitting series today. So we're going to again fold our legs, sitting back on your toes or taking your knees apart. A child's pose variation but with wider legs. You can carry on in this stretched variation of the child's pose, Shashankasana, or you can do the more traditional child's pose where your knees are together. Last bit of this practice, releasing your head down, taking both of your arms on either side of the shin. 5 breaths. Breathing in, straightening your back. Coming up. Getting ready for pranayama and meditation. So sitting in any posture that works for you. Like I said last time, a chair, an armchair, a sofa is absolutely okay. If you need to, feel free to rest your back on a wall or something like that. And again, like I said, any posture is okay. So we did a variation of the Anulom Vilom yesterday, last session, sorry. We'll do the more traditional Anulom Vilom, alternate nose breathing today. So sitting with a nice straight back, sitting with the left nostril, closing your right nostril in. Breathing in through your left nostril, a big long inhale. Closing the left nostril, breathing out through the right nostril. Breathing in through the right nostril. Breathing out through the left nostril. And keeping on alternating between both of your nostrils, trying to keep your breathing nice and slow, nice and deep. After the next exhale, stopping with the pranayama. Moving on to the Dhyana Meditation that we did yesterday from the AYP school. Sitting with a nice straight back again, sitting in any posture at all, closing your eyes down. A quick reminder, we use the mantra meditation. The mantra that we use is either I am, like the English words I am, or I am, like the Sanskrit words I am. It may mean anything in any language. All we are doing, you're using it as, is a hook for your mind. We're going to repeat this mantra over and over again in our heads for the next few minutes till our timer goes. You may notice every now and again that your attention has wavered. You just gently bring your attention back to your I am mantra. Gently coming out of your meditation, lying down on your backs for Shavasan. Keeping some distance between your legs, letting your toes fall out. Palms are facing up. Starting to relax both of your legs, both of your feet. Relaxing your lower back. Relaxing your shoulders. Releasing and relaxing both of your hands. Softening the whole of your face. Keeping your awareness on your breathing. If you have a few more minutes, feeling free to carrying on with the Shavasana. If you need to get up, I will see you tomorrow for the third day of the challenge.